That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can, let me just tweak this way. I know it's shaking. Let me try to put it in the center of the view because that's where I have my focus value right now. So we're on the board and we're gonna give it a little tweak. Okay, so there's a guide board on the side of that building, and I can see the images on the guide board. That's crazy, yo. That building all the way over there. Yeah, that's wild. Alright, let me pause this. Alright, so I bumped it up to 800 millimeters. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fix the focus here a little bit. Wait for it to stop shaking. We'll zoom in. And for S's and G's, we'll zoom into the 10 times zoom here. We'll try to focus this a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go into the quick menu here. We'll go to that only really matters for the autofocus. Go to the menu here. So what I'm doing, I need to come down. Oh, I need that menu. I need to come down. We'll switch it from center weighted to partial metering because I want y'all to see this. Let's see if I can get it. It's going to take a moment to tweak, but this is kind of why there's so many negative reviews about this lens, but it's such a cool lens. Alright, so at 800 times zoom with the focus up, you can't really make out what exactly is on the poster. But you can see the shine on the knobs. You can see the line. You can see the lines around the frame. You can see the pins and the lines on the paper. I know this isn't a professional quality lens, but for, man, to see a paper pin on the side of that building from this far away, It's fairly impressive, not gonna lie. Alright, so let me get to the focal point that it's supposed to be used at so I can show you just how clear it is. Okay, so this is a break in the middle. So this is 600 millimeters. And we're focused on an item that is much closer to us in comparison to the house back there, the stable back there. Okay, so the stables are back there. The item that I'm zoomed in on now is that white tree right there. So right here in the middle of that tree is where we are zoomed into. And this is roughly what it looks like. It's a pretty good definition. The branches in front of the tree. Okay. So we're going to step it out a little bit more. And it's going to clear up a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to bring it back to 420. And we're going to keep it at the tree. And then I'm going to show you something closer. How it clears up. Alright. Alright. So now we're at 420. And I want to point out, we're still zoomed in at 10 times. So we're looking at the side of the tree again. It's a lot more stable. It's a lot less shaky at 420. Because most of the lens is inside of itself now. There's not going to be a lot of shaking. So we're going to take it out of zoom. And this is what it looks like. It's a pretty clear image of the tree. But from where you're looking at this side of the tree. And what you're thinking of when you're thinking of birding, you're thinking of being like right on top of them. And this doesn't have that kind of zoom. So what you're going to see when you're birding, and I'm going to make this example, is we're going to pan around. Right now we're on that tree. I'm going to pan us around to this little group of trees over here by the wall. And that's a considerable, that's about halfway from us to the white tree. So I'm going to zoom over there, and I'm going to show you how much clearer it is and how much closer we get. Alright, actually there's a sign over there, and I'll zoom in on the sign. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so now we're over here. There's a little sign in that cluster of trees right here. It is about the halfway point between us and the white tree over here. So we're going to look over there. And we're pointed at that. And we're going to clear it up. Let's see. Alright. That's getting pretty clear. We're going to zoom into it now. It should zoom in right on top of that little dude on the bottom of the sign. That's pretty clear. Alright, so now we're talking about the chromatic aberrations. Okay? This is where we've cleared it up. It's a very clear shot. We're right on the sign. We can see the details around the edges. And we've got a little bit of chromatic aberration. That's a great distance for birding. Alright? This is a powerful little lens. Alright? It's not the prettiest thing, but it works. And this is what we're trying to do when we're birding. So we come out of zoom, and we're right there. We're on the sign. We have detail. We can see the letters. We can read the letters on the sign. So the next thing is a lot of times you're not just going to have birds just land right in front of your camera. So the next thing you got to do, you have an ideal focal range, and you have an idea of where you want to go, is you can loosen up the collar, which will allow you to turn here, and then you loosen up the handle, and you're already zoomed into a certain point, so you have detail at a particular length. Take advantage of that. Know where you're shooting. Alright, I'm looking at my camera like a big doofus. We've got detail at range. Alright, so we're gonna pan around. We know our range. So the next thing is we want to set up, we're going to set up a little bit closer. This tree is like maybe, we'll say 30, 40, about 40 feet away, 40, 50 feet away. Okay, so we're gonna come down here, and we're going to zoom in. We're zoomed out. We're gonna focus on this tree. We want to focus on the right tree here. Okay. So at this range, you can see a tiny bird in the tree. Okay? Without zooming the camera in at this range. We're gonna take it to the tree in the back here. This lens will do the job. Now, I'm going to quit yapping. I want to take some shots. It is a beautiful day today. I hear the birds, so I'm going to go find them. And I'll post this later.